There once was a little elephant named Ellie. She loved to sing and dance. With glee she'd whirl and twirl, sing and prance. She was quite the sight, and not so light. Have you ever seen an elephant dance? The ground would shake, the rocks would tremble. The animals thought it was an earthquake, until they saw an elephant, not so nimble. Most would hide in their house, except for Pipsqueak, a brave little mouse. He would leave his house to dodge under her toes and around her trunk of a nose, because he loved to dance. They twirled and whirled with glee.
Hey, Ellie!
Pip squeaked with a twinkle in his eye.
Let's twirl and whirl before the big guy.
The big guy, Ellie sighed.
You know, the big guy in the sky.
Pip replied. Oh, I thought he was in my heart, Ellie giggled. They were quickly on their way. They danced night and day. They danced and danced, not stopping to sigh. Their hearts simply full of love and joy before the big guy. Soon the sky began to swirl, but they didn't even see. They continued to twirl and whirl. Soon the trees began to sway. Their leaves quivered with glee. The sun sent down its dancing rays into the sky. Then the flowers joined in harmony. All were dancing before the big guy. One by one, each animal came out of his house to join in with the elephant and the mouse. The point of this story is simple, you see. It doesn't matter if you're big or small. You are given two choices in life. You can choose to live with joy, or you can choose to live in strife. If you'll choose to dance, you might be surprised to see who will join along and how happy you'll be. There were two men in the Bible that understood the meaning of rejoicing or magnifying the Lord always. Their names were Paul and Silas. Acts 16:23 through 31 tells us how they were stripped of their clothes, badly beaten, and then thrown into jail. They were not only put into a jail cell, but into stocks. These were metal bands that were placed around their ankles that hurt them very bad. But instead of being very angry because they were treated bad, Paul and Silas were praying and praising God with all of their hearts. In fact, it was loud enough for the other prisoners to hear. And guess what happened? There was a giant earthquake, and the chains on Paul and Silas fell off. When the jailer saw what happened, he was going to try to kill himself because he thought they had escaped. But they stopped him and said, "No, we're here." Then the jailer and all of his family asked Jesus into their hearts. They would not have been saved if Paul and Silas wouldn't have loved Jesus so much.